Hello friends, welcome to Dolls and Coffee. Today I have this sweet girl with me. This is Neve by Cassie Brace. She is headed off to her new mama on Tuesday. She is a sweetheart. She has painted hair. It's hard to see, my lighting is not great. But she is absolutely adorable, and she will be headed home soon. Today I wanted to talk about like education when it comes to reborns and kits and things like that. Obviously we're in a day and age with the dolls where we're seeing tons of fakes and knockoffs and things that are really hurting our industry. So one of the things I think is the most important, especially for those of you coming in, is education. So knowing what a reborn is, how they're made, what they should cost approximately, the fact that they're art, so, you know, we're not looking at Walmart prices here. As far as what a reborn is, it is, you know, these days, as opposed to when I started, a factory made kit, the kit is made at a factory, but real reborns are not. So don't let that confuse you. But the blank kits are typically sculpted by a sculpting artist and then sent to the factory to be molded and reproduced. Some are open editions, some are limited editions. But either way, that's the authentic process of having those done. And then those kits are sold through authorized dealers to artists to paint and sell to collectors. So a reborn is made of vinyl and is hand painted, hand weighted, hand assembled, all of that. Whether it has painted hair or rooted hair, it's basically a three-dimensional piece of art. And that's what I really want to reiterate, is that it's art. This is an art industry. This is a high-end industry with beautiful art pieces that we get to cuddle. But we just have to be careful how much we cuddle them so we don't ruin them. Reborns are not made in a factory. So I know that when you Google reborn, you are getting sites popping up that are basically retail sites. They're, you know, babydoll.com and they're fake. The sites are fake. What's on them's fake. In fact, you won't even get what's in the pictures because the pictures are stolen from our amazing artists and used on these sites. So reborns, completed reborns, are not made in a factory. So if you want a completed reborn, it would be hand painted by an artist. So a store doll would be painted in a factory. Or, for example, children's play dolls, like even Bountiful Baby has some Kinby dolls that are not marketed as reborns because they're not. They're children's play dolls that are made from some of their scans that they do. So my take on reborns is that they're made of vinyl. Now, I know that some people have their own opinions of what reborns are made of, but in order to keep things clear, reborns are vinyl, silicones are made from silicone, clay or one-of-a-kinds are clay in my eyes, and then you have resin and other mediums. But reborn, when I think reborn, I think vinyl. So that, you know, helps me keep things clear. And silicone vinyl does not exist. So let's just throw that out there. Run like heck if you see someone advertising silicone vinyl. Authenticity of kits, I see it in question all the time online. Real kits don't always have certificates of authenticity. Now, back in the day, some of the kits weren't even made with COAs, so don't always expect a COA. However, there are kits that are supposed to have them, but maybe it got lost or damaged along the way and the kit is being sold without it. Whether they choose to sell it at full price at that point because it's missing the COA. You know, I don't know if it changes the value in certain people's eyes, but it doesn't mean the kit is fake. It just means that the COA is missing. But the best thing to do is to educate yourself on what kits are out there and whether or not they actually come with COAs or they don't. Our kits always, the ones I produce, always come with COAs. If it doesn't have one, or if you see it being sold without one, feel free to contact me. I'll let you know if it's an authentic kit or not, because I don't condone any of this piracy and theft and scamming, and it's getting out of control. Another thing to know is that the markings on the necks of the kits, some artists will mark the necks with their name, initials, kit name, year, things like that, but not all of them have it. There are some that have nothing on the neck, so that also is not necessarily a sign of authenticity. So I think the best way to spot fakes is the price and the material, the way they look blank, and basically it's education. You know, that's what it comes down to, is understanding what the kit, and they're typically a little bit smaller. So they're going to be, because they're molded from a kit, because this kit's stolen and then molded and copied, the original is going to be bigger, a little bit bigger, and it might not even be noticeable to some people, but the original would be bigger. Price tells. Reborn kits are not $20. Especially what are limited editions and from the higher end sculptors and things like that. It's a fake if you see it for $20. Like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Google even, like when you Google Reborns, most of what pops up right away are fakes. I stopped selling on eBay years ago because they support the fakes. They make money off of it and refuse to take them down. So it's overrun with fakes now. The majority of what's on there is going to be knockoff kits that are, you know, $20, $30, $40, and they're supposed to be $100. So that's very telling. For Reborns, I see it more as like there are no $99 Reborns made from a $110 kit. So the price is a red flag right away. So when you Google Reborns and one of these ridiculous Chinese knockoff sites pops up, it is not real if it's for $99 or $110 for a completed baby, especially when you see that they're using usually prototype or high-end photos to market that Reborn. They're using that same picture to sell to 1,000 different people. They don't have 1,000 of that baby. Reborns are a one-off. An artist makes one, and that's it. That's it. I mean, they may make another of that sculpt, but it won't look like the first one. So they can't use the retail sites using these photos to sell the same baby over and over and over. Red flag. It's a huge red flag. Your safest bet is to buy kit-wise from an authorized dealer. Most sculptors have a list of authorized dealers on their websites. If not, you can always contact the sculptor and ask them who their authorized dealers are. That's your safest bet. If you're looking for a sold-out kit, you know, dealers don't have it and you're on the secondary market looking for it, just know the red flag warnings, the price being too low, the material, whether or not it has a COA, the markings on the neck, things that you would know about that particular kit. Let's see here. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Report things. If you see the ads, oh God, the ads on Facebook, they drive me crazy. There's ads everywhere on Facebook for these fake sites that sell the knockoff Reborns. And we all know, you've seen, here's what I ordered, here's what I got. And it's hard sometimes as people who've been in the industry a while to to not get frustrated at seeing, you know, oh, I got scammed, I got scammed, I got scammed. And I mean, it's just post after post after post. And it's hard not to get frustrated because we're watching our industry be robbed. So make sure that in the kindest way possible, we're educating the newbies in the industry on what to look for and how to avoid getting scammed. I'm hoping that this video helps a little bit with some of the things, so that, you know, people aren't jumping on the first thing that they Google and then buying it. The way I see it is when I go to make a purchase, especially of something that's fairly expensive, which, you know, Reborns are not cheap, I do a little bit of research first, because I'm not going to give my credit card information or personal information to some random website, especially because in general online, we know that there are scam websites in every industry. So, I mean, if you went to buy a diamond ring online, you're not going to just Google it and the first one that pops up, you're going to buy it. You're going to do a little research to make sure you're not getting your money taken. These scam sites are taking tons of money, and they're sometimes not even giving refunds. eBay sometimes is, or PayPal is sometimes only refunding partial. So these people are making money. So make sure that you are learning before you buy. And that way we're not ending up with, you know, shocked people who end up with a 12-inch plastic doll that they send them when they thought they were getting the prototype of this Reborn kit. So, there is a way to report on eBay listings. There is a way to report Facebook ads and things. I try to do as much as I can. Obviously, it feels like we're fighting a never-ending battle because, you know, you get rid of one and 10 more are there waiting. And it seems like these websites, I know that there's some things being done and in the works currently to help to get these fakes and these knockoffs and things off, or at least knock them down a little bit, because I don't know that we're ever going to fully get rid of them. I mean, we can hope that we do, but we may not. So the best we can do is hurt their business. I wish there was a list, but I don't know that there's an actual list of factories that are pumping out these fake kits and fake Reborns. Unfortunately, there are people that buy supplies from these places, and that's further supporting these. I mean, I had a factory contact me not too long ago, and they contacted me saying, hey, we want to, you know, produce kits for you and manufacture your kits, and we have great prices, and we'll send you a sample so you can see our vinyl. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, our factory obviously had been slowed down due to the coronavirus. So I thought, well, we can always see if there's any other legit factories out there. I already knew of a few to avoid. So sure, yeah, you know, send me a sample. And before they mailed it, they sent me a photo of what they were sending me. And I'm going to post that photo here so you guys can see it. But all of you are going to recognize the kit in the photo that they were going to send me, and it's a knockoff, because we all know Bonnie Brown does not produce her kits with this factory. So I was appalled. And of course I called them out on it, sent them an email, and they never sent me the samples because obviously they didn't want me outing them. But I do have the photo and the email. And I recognize some of the supplies that are in the photo, and I see them on some websites, and I won't buy from those websites because I'm not supporting any of that. So it's hard sometimes to have to stand up and say, no, I'm not. I'll call people out if I know for sure that they're a scammer or they're condoning the knockoffs. I'll call you out. So don't come on my page and post those, because I will call you out. Because I get tired of it myself. Like I said, people that have been in the industry a long time, this month is actually my 14th year in the industry, and 14 years as an artist, 13 years in production. And I have a passion for this. I've been doing it for so long, and I've seen it evolve, and it's killing me to watch it, you know, be damaged. So it's hard to I have no sympathy for the people that support it openly, because there's no reason for it. I mean, I understand people's reasoning is, oh, I can't afford it. And my mind automatically says, I can't afford a lot of things, but I don't go steal it or buy a stolen version of it. You know, if I want a nice car, I can't go buy a stolen car just because I want a nice car. So we have to be realistic. This is art. It's not a necessity. It's not something that you can't live without. It's art. It's a luxury. And it has been very much marketed towards children, which has also further damaged the industry, in my opinion, because while there are kids who are responsible enough to handle the dolls, they're not meant for kids, bottom line, because it is a piece of art. It's like handing your kids a painting and letting them drag it around the house. It's going to get damaged, and then you see tons of people posting online, oh, you know, the paint's coming off and the hair's falling out, and look, my kid drew on it with a marker. How do I get it off? I paid so much money. I would not suggest giving them to kids that are planning on using them as a play doll. A kid that understands that it's a piece of art, you know, some kids are very responsible. I get that. But in general, they are not meant for children. And it's between people wanting them for their kids and the knockoff sites selling them for $100, people think our reborns are valued at like $100, and they're not. I know average, I'd say a reborn would be $400 to $800 for a decent one, but then you get into the higher end ones that can be upwards of $5,000. I mean, there's a huge, and then there's boo-boo babies that you will find cheap, or cuddle babies that you can find for like $150. And that's fine. It doesn't mean every cheap baby is fake. Some are secondary market. Some might have been around cigarette smoke. Some might, you know, have some damage to them, missing paint. Not, you know, there are various reasons. Or it could just be a new artist who's selling their reborns cheaper as they learn. Because I sold mine cheaper in the beginning as well. So we can't make presumptions about everything. There's just general rules, and there's always exceptions to those things. So we can't just say, oh, that baby's only $200, it's fake. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean it is. I remember what I wanted to tell you. Safety photos. Safety photos are not safe. They're not reliably safe. So it started out as a wonderful idea. Let's have safety photos, because that means, you know, we have a way to show that this baby, this kid is in my possession, and I'm going to write my name and the kit name and the date on this paper and take a photo right here in front of the baby. And it started out well enough. But as we know, with everything else, thieves and scammers find a way and make loopholes for all of us. And they ruin things. So people started photoshopping these safety pics. And that has become a huge thing. It's the reason I don't do safety pics, because it isn't just the person buying that can get, you know, messed up. Sometimes someone might ask me for a safety photo, and then I send it to them, and then they take my photo and then go try to sell that baby to somebody else. So it's kind of not safe both ways. So I tell people these days, don't rely on safety photos. They are not necessarily safe. There's a couple groups I'm in, and they require safety pictures, or you can't sell anything. And I'll delete myself from that group, because I'm not going to give somebody that could possibly scam someone else a way to do it, which sometimes the safety photos are a way to do that. So keep that in mind. Again, it doesn't mean all safety photos are fake or whatever. It just means that they're not as safe as we once thought. So I think that's it for today. I'm done rambling. But make sure you guys go check out trueborns.com. We have some amazing babies that are on pre-order right now. We have some restock kits coming in. New products that just arrived to help with painting silicone and vinyl. We got sponges and brushes and squeeze bottles and things like that can help with painting. So go ahead and run over there and check that out. Don't forget, we do layaway on full price payments. In the USA, free shipping on orders over $100, $200 to Canada. And we also have an affiliate program where you sign up, and then if your friends buy and they use your affiliate code, you get a little bit of money for it. And we have a loyalty program as well, where you earn points for everything you buy, and those points can be redeemed for cash off of future orders. So there's some really cool stuff on there that maybe you guys don't know about, and you should go check it out. For now, I hope you guys are staying safe and well during the pandemic. I'm currently on a quarantine for possible exposure, so I got to be at home, I think 9 more days, and stay away from the family and things like that. So that's kind of a bummer, but I guess it's life right now, and I think all of us have experienced it. A lot of you know I'm in California. We have massive numbers here, massive population here, and pretty strict rules. Things are still shut down, are supposed to be shut down. I think our county is just telling our governor never mind and reopening anyway, but it's been a tough year for everyone. I sure hope your dolls are keeping you happy and bringing some joy in your lives during this rough time for all of us. And I hope to see you guys at some of the doll shows when we finally get back to them. I'm supposed to go to Kansas this year, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I guess it's a wait and see with everything this year, just like last year. And I will be on Facebook and Instagram. If you guys want to talk to me, message me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.